welcome to another week of An Evening with Cora. Today I'm very excited because the power of technology has allowed me to bring a guest all the way across the water in Vancouver in Canada. So I'd like to introduce you to Cam White. Hello Cam, how's it going?
It's going really good. How's it going with you?
Oh, I'm grand. Isn't this cool that we can do this?
This is super cool. It's not just across the pond, it's across a massive country that is Canada. So,
Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
absolutely. I've never been to Canada. I would love to go. Do you
I've
reckon?
never been to the UK. We should make
Swap
that
it. Yeah,
happen.
yeah. This should happen definitely in the future. Visitation. Like, let's just swap. Amazing. So we're here to talk about your music today, which is amazing. So you're a solo artist, is that correct?
Yes, yeah, singer-songwriter, solo artist.
Amazing.
Um, Doing a bunch of different song styles, a lot of loops mixed in with harmonica, guitar. And just kind of telling stories about everything, all my travels and stuff that led me to here, the journey thus far, I guess.
Which is the
Yeah,
name of your album coming
the
up, right?
name of the album. See that tangent? I
That was
tangented
so
in there
good.
for.
There's no effort needed on my part. You just did it for me. Great. So okay, let's talk about the album then. So as you say, you're singing about your story and the journey thus far. What has been the journey thus far? What is it about?
I've been playing music for the last almost 20 years now. Been traveling a lot. I was a baseball player in the States, moved back, and just recent years started my family, essentially my cats and my gecko, and touring Canada in an RV and stuff, which is where I am right now, my RV studio. And it's just been a lot of great experiences, a lot of meeting stuff, seeing things change, seeing the world change around me, the industry and everything. And in my own world, I found sobriety a few years ago, which has been a major influence on myself and the direction I'm going as an artist.
Yeah.
And it's been, while everybody's been trying to adjust to what's going on around the world, myself included, there's been so many blessings in my life that I've been able to make the music and put that together in the album. So it's been a wonderful journey thus far. Absolutely.
Amazing. I love the name of it as well. Like it just says it all, doesn't it? Like I love
Yeah,
it.
it was cool. And King Kale, I hope he gets to see this. Is the artist and all the artwork and stuff, and he just crushed it. Did great work. Very very happy working with him.
I really love the art as well, and your stickers that he's been doing, and it's amazing. So when you get a chance, guys, go and check out Cam's Instagram. It's all on there. So which is great. And what is your kind of plan for the album, or kind of what's next for you for that?
Sure. Well, originally I was looking at doing a major album release, 18 to 20 songs, but working with a couple mentors over the last few months and reading a bunch of books on the modern music industry, we've decided to scale it back to a 5 song EP, which is kind of the standard shtick that everybody's doing nowadays, to release one song closer to June, possibly July, depending what we do for pre-marketing. And then 2 months after, release the next song. And then 2 months after, just before Christmas, we'll end up releasing the 5 song EP altogether.
Yeah.
Let that run its course, and then work on the next EP spring next year as well, and just keep on keeping on.
Just
Um,
keep it going. Yeah,
yeah, keep
absolutely.
pumping the tunes. You know how it is.
Pump up the jam. Exactly. So, what would you describe if someone said to you, what's your vibe? Like, what would you describe your music as?
It's definitely, I would say I'm a folk rock singer songwriter that loops. Some people that have played with me relate me to a North American Ed Sheeran. I'm a massive Ed Sheeran fan. He's
Yeah.
super cool. And I just got into doing loops, a combination of loops, stomp pedal, a stomp box, and harmony pedal and stuff the last couple of years. And so I've been listening to a lot of Ed Sheeran because he's just incredible, not just a loop, just as an artist, period.
Yeah.
And so basically, I tell people I'm a lot like Ed Sheeran, but a North American version with less of a cool accent. Uh, I sing a lot of baritone style vocals, very, very deep, poetic style vocals that try and really reach to the listener's heart and get them to ask some serious questions about life while getting to sit back and relax with hopefully their cats in their end of the world.
Amazing.
I
What
mean
are your
dogs
cat
too,
names?
but cats specifically is my shtick, so I can't.
I love love that. What are your cats' names?
Salem and Jasmine.
Salem and Jasmine.
Yeah,
Where
Salem's a
are they there?
pure black cat, and Jasmine's my little jazz cat. She likes music. So.
Oh, amazing. Was Salem named after the cat in Sabrina, Teenage Witch?
Everybody, he was named Salem when I rescued him, and so I just
Oh.
kept the name because he was mischievous, and it just was very fitting. And yes, it was immediately obvious that that was from the show, but it was never named that. He was never named that way. He was already predestined to be named Salem, and I just was able to take him into my life. So
Oh, that's incredible. I love that. And have you written a song about your cats?
no, I should. I have not. I mean, like anytime I talk about love and family and stuff, like for me personally, it is my own little family, because I don't have kids or anything, and but no, I don't have a specific song about them. They look at me when I sing to them kind of weird, so I have a hard time like looking them in the eye when I sing because they're like,
Oh,
what are you doing? Just feed me, man.
are they
What's going
judging
on?
you? You're like,
Sometimes, if I don't feed them for a few hours, yeah, it's judgy and scratchy. Yeah.
I feel like animals are like that. They're just like, one minute they're so lovely when you're like feeding them and loving them, and the minute you stop, they're just like, how dare you?
Yeah,
Super
pretty
judgy.
much. Do you have any pets yourself?
Not now, no. I grew up with hamsters and cats and dogs and rabbits, so I have had pets. But at this moment in my life where I'm just like all over the place, can't really have any pets. But I love animals, really love animals.
I understand that too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I have cats. I wanted a dog. I've never had cats, and then someone was like, "Get a cat," and I'm like, "What? You don't want cats?" And then I got Jasmine, and she like scratched her way into my heart, and there was no kind of going back after
And
that.
the
So
scars are still there.
they're still there. They're raw, like it's raw.
That's what you should write about. Those scars on your heart.
That's a good line. This
Yeah.
sounds like a song.
Oh,
I dig that.
we lost you for a moment. Say that. Say that again.
I said I dig that. It sounds like a song. That'd be a great thing to do. I mean, not about cats per se, but I guess cats in the sense of like, the cool cats. Yeah, we'll work on that. Maybe that'll be our song that we
Maybe
write
that could
together.
be. Yeah. This that'll be for a writing session for us another
I,
time.
I like it.
Yeah. And someone came up with this question earlier because I've been asking people, what would you like to know from musicians? And this person is a dancer, and they were like, well, I would like to know what music feels like to them. So, how would you describe that in your own words, in your own way? What does music feel like to you?
I mean, depending on where you're at emotionally at the moment, I mean, it's a mountain range of emotions. If you're fully connected, it's really like the universe kind of opens up, and you're able to flow with it, like to the point where you can't hold your emotions back. There's been so many times where I'll be playing, and you'll be so connected, especially playing the harmonica. Um, which is a breathing instrument. So I find that you tend to breathe in and out and literally feel it come in and out of you. It's like you're connected to the universe. You're connected to something bigger than you, bigger than me and my RV studio. It's like the vibe just kind of flows through you, and it's not a something you can see so much as you can literally you feel it. So it's at the best of times, it is incredibly moving, incredibly emotional and spiritual. And that's, I guess, why we as musicians do it, is because we want to relive those incredible moments, and let other people experience it as well.
Yeah.
And at the worst times, you still playing cool music. You're just kind of searching for that intense moment, but it's still, it's just such a cool thing because you get to play with people that are from different parts of the world, speak different languages, especially the world we live in nowadays. And music is its own language, literally. I know that's said all the time, but it is, because if we know what chords we're playing, if we know what key we're in, We don't even need to speak together. We can just create, and it's a wonderful medium for that purpose. So it's just a beautiful experience, especially with the harmonica. I recommend harmonica to everybody out there. That is harmonica and cats. Those are the two must have.
You heard it here first, guys. Harmonica and cats. Get on it.
Preferably one that plays the harmonica if possible.
A cat that plays the harmonica. Imagine that. That'd be amazing. And we're going to get to hear some music from your new album soon, which is great. Can't wait to hear that. But before that, just I'd like to know, who and what inspires you, and what inspired you to start writing.
Oh, geez, to start writing, I mean, I'd go back to my mom, and she doesn't even know it really, but when I was younger, some of the stuff that she would write was just very inspiring poems and stuff she'd write with my cousin, or her cousin, sorry, that I'd read. And then later in school, when I was in grade 10, I wrote a poem for extra credit in an assignment, and wrote a massive long 4-stanza poem and got an A++. And I was like, oh my God. And the teacher took me aside and said, writing is a talent that you have. You should really pursue it. And then it wasn't until years later, when I was down in the States playing ball, that another professor in university came up and said that this is really something that you seem to enjoy, that you're talented at. And so I kept going down there. It took years to get the skill up in music wise, because as you know, it just takes a long time. Life is, music is a never ending, it's a working awesomer that you just have to work every day. And so the music side of things took a lot longer than the lyrical side of things. I got my degree in English a few years ago now, and music just lately has been getting to the prosody state of things working together. But yeah, there's nothing like it. I write every morning. I write stories every morning, doing timed writing, where I just set the timer, pick a word, and then write for 5 to 20 minutes. And just opens my inner writer, as Pat Pattison out of Berkeley says. And another thing I recommend: cats, harmonicas, and object writing. These are like 3 things that go well together. And it's been kind of a release for me. I suffered from a bunch of depression and a lot of drinking and drug issues when I was a little younger, and specifically starting out in music. And one of the ways I was able to find my way past that was finding out what the root of the cause was. And it was that I didn't feel like I was creating all the time. I didn't feel like I was living what my purpose was. And by writing every morning, the first thing I do when I get up, it's led me to, as well as I am statements of confidence, has led me to understand that throughout the day I've already created, I've done my purpose. And so it's led me to just be grateful and content every single day. It's a wonderful, wonderful practice.
That's amazing. You are dropping some gems on us. I'm learning so much. I'm like this instead, like, no,
cats, harmonicas.
Cats, please. I'm going to take so much away from this, and everyone will, I'm sure. Right, I think it's time, if you are okay, to hear some music. I'd love to hear what's coming from you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks again for having me, Cora. Excited to play some tunes. The stuff we'll play today is coming up the upcoming album for Journey Thus Far. For myself, Cam White, I hope you like it. First song I'll play for you is with some harmonica, because we talked about the harp and cats. And so the first thing I'll play is with a little bit of harmonica. This song was written years ago now. One of the first songs I ever wrote on the harp. It's called Clean Slate. I hope you like it. 17, with nothing to look forward to but your dream. Open stage where wild I'm free.
Trapdoor, look what's beneath. It's a place. Oh, sometimes the wheels on an ugly face. Try again. Seize the day, wipe those tears away. I've been bathing, wipe this slate clean. Been slaving, attaining universal dream of fame. Bright lights, I'm living down in LA. I've been bathing, trying to wipe these sins off. Oh. 23, man, there's no place I'd rather be. 'Cause I'm alive, I'm free, molding a world that's in front of me. It's a place, oh, sometimes it will turn ugly face. Try again. Seize the day, wipe those tears away. I've been bathing, wipe this slate clean. Been slaving, attaining universal dream of fame. Bright lights, I'm living down in LA. I've been bathing, trying to wipe these sins off. Oh, paint a picture with gold, and only some will see the filth in it. Strong morals hold, some sail along with the ship, one step after the other. There's more distance to be covered, yeah. Baby, wipe this slate clean. Slaving, attaining universal dreams of fame. Bright lights, I'm down in LA. Hey then, trying to wipe these sins off of me. I'm left free. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
That first one was a song called Clean Slate. Hope you guys like it. And if you like the harmonica, go buy one. I'm just saying, I know I've said it a few times, but on a serious note, if you learned anything from watching this, cats, harmonicas, there was a third point there, but I'm going to moot that point and just say get a cat, get a harmonica. At best, get a cat that plays the harmonica. They're rare, but they do exist, even if you have to just kind of tickle their whiskers. Their whiskers. They do it. My cat's looking. Ignore that. Let's move on to the next song as the vocal reverb kicks into my helix. This song here uses a bit of loop, and it's called Fast Cars. Thanks again for having me.
You got a fast car, baby, it's okay. Got a ticket to anywhere, let's go. Driving far, maybe miles away. Down the road, past the interstate. It's the first 8 feet, don't get cold, let's go. I'm diving in, I'm heading home, holding on to the fishing pole. Holding on to the fishing pole. Alright. You got a fast car, I got a prom date. Getting high on life, a golden ticket to play. Stealing second, now we're heading for third. Showed up late, she turned a double play. Now she's on to another hand to hold. How to be young and to never grow old. Holding on to the fishing pole. To the fishing pole. It's okay, I got a ticket to anywhere, let's go. Driving far, maybe miles away. Down the road, past the interstate. It's the first 8 feet, don't get cold, let's go. I'm diving in, I'm heading home, holding on to the fishing pole. It's okay, holding on to the fishing pole. Holding on to the fishing pole. I'm driving a fast car, holding on to the fishing pole. And we're driving a fast car, holding on to the fishing pole. We're driving a fast car, to the fishing pole. Fast car.
Thanks for having me, guys. Take care. We'll see you around soon.
Amazing.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you very much.
incredible. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to hear the whole album.
Me too. I'm excited to hear it as well, I guess.
Yeah. I guess guess when you're writing something, it can feel a bit like that. Like you don't know what it's going to sound like right at the end, and you can't wait to have that finished product, right?
Well, and just like absolutely, and even it's in the final process of just finalizing exactly which 5 songs are on there right now, and doing some co-writes with some other people. And
Yeah.
there's certain songs that I know I'd like on there, but it's between, yeah, it's very interesting. And then once they're finalized, to actually go into the production side of things, it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I really can't wait. And tell the people out there, tell them, how can they find you? How can they hear you? And how can they follow you?
Cam White Live. So I everything I do, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, my website, everything is camwhitelive.com, at camwhitelive. Everything is kind of touted that way. I was able to grab the market of that name,
Yeah.
thankfully. And so, yeah, if you like what you hear, Cam White Live, I post every week on YouTube. Just started a channel this year where I do those stories I was mentioning that I write. I do them every Thursday. I do a cover song every Tuesday and original song on the weekends. So
Amazing. See, I love you. You're just like, everything's like fully planned out. I just, that's what I love about Cam. Like, on the
I come off that you don't see the cats and me afterwards fight about how like unorganized my world is. Like it looks like everything is so organized and stuff. I'm like, but you don't see the floor filled with everything that's like, oh, this.
That's not organized. Exactly. I love that. It's like Zoom meetings when you're all like business up top and then like comfy down.
Exactly. So you can't see the sweatpants underneath and the sandals. You're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is
it.
every moment of life. This is it.
I love it. So just to wrap up then, thank you for coming on, by the way, and sharing your music and
My
sharing
pleasure.
everything that you have. It's been amazing. Real gems in there as well. But I would like you to give the people out there some one more piece of like wisdom of yours. So if you were to give the viewers one piece of advice about anything, what would that be?
Don't quit. It doesn't. It's said all the time. There's memes about it. There's some great speeches about it. But I think the biggest thing I've learned in life, and the biggest thing I get from anybody I've ever worked with that I respect, is that they have the tenacity and the willpower to never stop. And I think how life works is no one can stop you unless you stop yourself. And especially something as subjective as music or the arts in any form, you're always getting better. Your whole life is all about improvement. Sometimes it transitions to where, in my case, writing is big or music is big or singing is big, but no matter what, it's all working towards this culmination. And I believe that if you set your dreams and your goals and you don't ever stop and you don't let anyone else stop you, then you are literally unstoppable, literally. And I think that's the biggest thing I can tell anybody that sees this is just believe in yourself, protect your dreams with everything you have, and don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit.
Amazing. Mic drop.
And I'm out. See, I got to go feed some cats. That's what I got.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Cam. It's been such a pleasure to have you on. All the way from, how many miles is it? I don't even know. I should have worked this out, but a long way.
It's a big country and then a big ocean in between. So we're far away, but that's what's cool is we're only as far as we're latency away. That's what we are, just a bit of latency, and then we're.
I think you didn't hear any of that, so can you start that again? we did lose you, but it's held up really well, so I'm glad.
Well, thanks a lot for having me. It's just super cool what you're doing. It's nice to get to work with you a little more. I look forward to the future and stuff. Everything that you do, and you're a really cool chick. So this is awesome. I'm glad to be part of this.
Thank you. Well, I'm just gonna let you go. I'm just gonna finish up with the people here. I'm gonna give them a quote, and so I'm just gonna unpin you, darling. So if you
sounds good,
just unpin.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, darling. Hey, and I'm big again. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to yet another version of An Evening with Cora. Just one of the ideas that I came up with and finally decided to do it. So thank you so much for being here again and meeting another fantastic musician. So do make sure you follow Cam and look out for his album in the summer. I know I will be. And I've got another quote for you again. You can see this pattern, right? A quote for every week, huh? So this actually came from Cam's Instagram. Stalking him earlier. So this, I like this. It says, where has it gone? That's not it. I had something else on here. So the quote was, when a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment it grows in, not the flower. Ooh. So if your environment isn't serving you, it's not you need to fix, it's the environment that you're in, the people that you are with. If they're bad, negative vibes for you, leave. And if the environment is not right, move. Like, yeah, I'll leave that with you. I can go on about it, but I'll leave that with you, and you can take from it what you will. So thank you again for being here, and have a fantastic week, and see you next time. Mwah! That's love.